Woody, Pat Paulson has committed himself to run for President of the United States. How do you feel about it? Would you support him?
No. Do you want to say something different?
No, same thing, but...
Don't. Do you know Pat Paulson?
No.
He's going to belt you in the mouth in about 30 seconds.
He'll be right in. He's a fellow about 6'8", about 240.
Well,
You're going to like him.
What do you want to know? I mean, you want to...
Would you like him to run for president? Do you think you might be able to support him?
Pat Paulson? I don't know if I don't know what to say. I'm non-committal on it. I just I don't really know him, and it's hard for me to say. It's hard for me to say if I would or not.
All right.
Mr. Paul Horning, a great member of the sports world, what do you think about Pat Paulson in his candidacy for the office of President of the United States?
Pat Paulson. Well, that would be unbelievable. But he's probably got a shot.
Thank you very much. Paul Horning. Groovy.
Well, if you do get into the White House, I would very much like to visit you and bring some of my friends and have the opportunity to say I brought some of my friends to meet the president.
I think that's a marvelous idea, and I'd also like to maybe have you help me in the campaign. I'm running interference in this. So, thank you, Paul.
Thank you.
What are your reactions to the candidacy of Pat Paulson for President of the United States?
Well, I think it's been such a long time since we've had a sex symbol in the White House. I'd love to see Pat win. He turns me on.
Thank you very much. Miss Nancy Ames.
I've been stirred by your editorials, sir.
Thank you.
Very stirred.
Sure, right?
You're presidential candidate now, man.
Yes.
What am I supposed to do with
That
it?
attitude.
Oh, sure. Well, we hope you'll be working and helping us out.
Yes, indeed, I will. Anytime I can sing the Smothers Brothers theme song for you, I'll be happy to. That's a shoo-in.
Mr. Bobby Morse, what are your reactions to the candidacy of Pat Paulson as a presidential candidate?
I think it would be a ridiculous, a silly idea for Pat Paulson to run for president, though I think he can make a great president.
Very good, thank you. Yeah, that's it, because they're going to be cut together, yeah.
And I'll lay the question on you.
After he lays it, then get to me. Or you want to do it together? I got to do Buckley all the time.
Yes.
I would say that Harold Stassen has a better chance to become president than Pat Paulson. That's my personal opinion on the matter. How long are you going to do that thing on me? Thank you very, very much. I really appreciate that. I really appreciate that. It's marvelous. How long is this going to run now?
Use your hand a little more if you wish. That's great.
We do need a man of vitality and vigor and courage, and I'm not that familiar with Mr. Paulson. Yeah, that's his name. But in view of the candidates that we do have, I welcome someone new, and I'd be very anxious to hear his point of view and his platform, what he stands for. I'd like to find somebody. Maybe he's the man. I'm looking for him.
We'd like to ask you, Stella and Mira.
Yes. Correct, that's right.
I was going to say Myra. What are your reactions to Pat Paulson announcing his candidacy as President of the United States?
As President of the United States, I feel he's a threat.
What do you mean he's a threat? I don't like your attitude. The man is vivacious. He has a soul, a heart. I have always been attracted to that type of man.
Now you know why I think he's a threat.
What do you mean?
No,
You're a klutz. You know that you're such a dumbo. Why don't you stand up straight, will you? I love Pat Paulson. I've
Pat
always loved that
Paulson,
man.
too.
I sat home watching him on the T&V. I'm telling you, I wasn't alone. I mean, you were there, but I mean, I wasn't alone.
Do you feel he would make a good president if elected?
Fantastic. Are you
he
kidding?
makes a great correspondent, I can tell you that right now.
What do you mean correspondent?
What do you call it when a guy and a girl get divorced?
Oh, come on, Jerry. Don't be a lox. You just stand there like a log. You know, what's
The only
with
threat
you?
in my life is a guy that's shorter than me, and I think Pat Paulson has it, you know. I mean, I've been thinking of, going into another kind of line, bring up children and all that.
Who would you think would be a good running mate for Pat Paulson in this coming campaign?
I think a woman. I think he needs a woman. I really do. And I've only done, small little things in the neighborhood, of course. But I really would want to, if requested by the public, it would have to be a, mandatory thing. I just wouldn't
all
campaign.
over with
Of
she
course,
and I,
it's just,
folks.
actually, I think Pat is making...
What are your reactions to Pat Paulson announcing his candidacy for President of the United States?
So I heard about that, and I've had a problem with this guy because a lot of people think I look like him, and naturally I'd be against it. I've had people bugging me all the time about it.
Do you think that he would make a good president?
And gosh, no. I can't buy that. He's just, kind of a joke.
Really?